Leave it to the Queen herself, Martha Stewart, calling out the authenticity of Meghan Markle. Welcome to Popcorn Palace. I am Andy Signorn. Thanks to everybody who checked out yesterday's video. It was nice to finally have views on this channel again. But I want to talk about other stuff, and we will. But I've been told you got to ease into it, Andy. You can't just go cold turkey and just stop talking about the Royals, because that's what a lot of you guys signed up for. So bear with me. We're going to start talking about, and I saw this article, I'm like, all right, actually, I do want to talk about this. It's been so long. I have a few still left in me. Let's keep talking about this, and then I'm going to start posting other content in the next week or so. I hope you will check that out too in between our royal updates. But let's get to this, because this was fascinating to me, because I do believe Meghan Markle is trying to paint herself as a Gwyneth Paltrow type, a Martha Stewart type. And Martha Stewart had previously spoken about Meghan Markle. I wanted to show you this clip. Here it was a while back.
I have not seen the show yet, so has it started?
No, it's upcoming soon.
Oh, okay. So I haven't seen it yet, so I'll watch an episode and see how she does. I'm curious.
Now, she was curious, and she went that, and she said this. This was back, this was a little bit ago. This was a little bit ago, before the show launched. So keep that in mind as we go through this update, where now Martha Stewart has talked again, and Meghan Markle came up yet again. She takes aim at Meghan. I hope she knows what she's talking about. She made a not-so-subtle dig at the aspiring lifestyle guru, Meghan Markle, following the launch of As Ever. She didn't mince words about the Duchess of Sussex's foray into the world of hosting, and truly hopes the suit star knows what she's talking about. Let's play the clip. I have it right here. Here's the minute-long clip.
The influencer's influencer.
Right.
You've sort of created this whole industry that is a huge part of culture now, right? What is it like to watch other celebrities, you know, Gwyneth Paltrow, Meghan Markle, going in your footsteps and following something that you've really started?
Here we go. She's going to get into it. Also love that Irish accent. And here, as the influencer's influencer, Martha Stewart, which she is, what's it like? And she's been asked now about Meghan and Gwyneth. And look who she chooses to talk about first.
I don't mind. I don't mind. Good luck. And Gwyneth's been very successful.
First of all, it's like, yeah, bring it. Bring it, B. Good luck trying to beat Martha Stewart. Let's see. And then she specifically takes a moment to praise Gwyneth.
By the way, I think she's created quite an interesting body of businesses. She's admired. She's a fantastic. She won an Oscar, for heaven's sake, as an actress. You know, she's pretty powerful. Meghan, I don't really know very well.
Sorry. Did you hear that? And then she's right. Gwyneth Paltrow had built up a career, businesses, a brand, acting. Like, people know who Gwyneth Paltrow is. She's earned her celebrity, I would argue. Even though she had nepotism, and even though she dated Brad Pitt and used a lot of that to her advantage, she ended up building her own stuff, her own body of work, I would dare I say, her own persona that existed beyond her partners. And Martha's right, praising it. But I going back in just a second, after all that praise,
you know, she's pretty powerful. Meghan, I don't really know very well, and I hope she knows what she's talking about. Authenticity to me is everything. And to be authentic and knowledgeable about your subject matter is extremely important.
Why would she specifically go there? To praise Gwyneth for all that she's done, and then make it clear, I don't know Meghan, but I'm going to take a moment to talk about her authenticity, almost as if she can tell she doesn't seem that authentic, right? That's what it is. And keep in mind, as I showed you earlier, she previously said, I'm going to check out that episode. She's had a lot of time to check out that episode. Has she not, chat? Do you think she checked out that episode? Now, here's what's funny. I think she might have seen clips or seen the us or others people talk about it. She clearly saw people making fun of it on Instagram and on stuff. I no doubt that got on her radar. Her people must have filled her in. She's not clueless to her competitors, even though they're lower than her. I'm sure she's paying attention, right? And so the fact that she chose to only spotlight the authenticity, am I crazy? Or is that a very glaring shot at she's just inauthentic? Which is what the complaint about Meghan Markle has been for so long. And again, I'm not trying to come back and just keep piling on her. Meghan Markle is out there yet again. Oh, the restock of the As Ever Rosé with the twist you didn't know. This girl's literally just put like allegedly selling like 4 products every couple months that then sell out. And then she goes to People magazine and, oh, it's sold out again. Oh, it's so tough being a female founder. Can you not make more quantities? And can we actually see how much you're actually selling out? Because that would be an interesting test. Let's actually make a real quantity of product, Meghan. Let's sell it to the masses and let's see how many you actually are left with. Because I have a feeling she's hesitant to do that for a reason, because it's a very small group of people. Now, originally she was supposed to be making this stuff like the flamingo orchard or state or whatever it was, which would make like Will Ferrell makes a honey, and then he sells his honey that's like from his garden, and he sells 100 jars of the honey for a much higher price because it's more in demand. And that's what a lot of us thought Meghan was going to do with her Montecito. She goes and does her gardening, and you'd think she was actually making this jam herself, but she's not. It's not have nothing to do with her own thing. She's mass marketed it, but she still can't make enough quantities to sell to everybody. Now it's wine. Now it's like, there's something so fishy here. And everyone's, on this channel has been paying attention and noticing it. But this constant, oh, we have it's restock, get it quick. Oh, it's out already. Oh, keep checking back. Oh, maybe one day you'll get one if you're lucky. I just find it all so despicable. I don't like it. And she's hiding how many people are liking and following. I would dare to argue that the interest in this is waning tremendously. The interest in Meghan Markle has gone down, as I previously stated in the last video. She is now dying of relevancy. Like, no one cares. That's the issue. And so to see someone like Martha Stewart come out and take a shot like this to call out specifically authenticity, to me is everything. To be authentic and knowledgeable about your subject matter is extremely important. Implying that Meghan's not. Look, making charcuterie boards. How do you say that word? Help me in the chat. Can you spell that word? Making those fruit baskets. That's not that talented. That is just overly long work. Who cares? Put it in a bowl. It looks fine in a bowl. You don't need to take an hour making the fruit look a little bit nicer. No one cares if they're all just going to eat it. It's going to become a mess after all the hands are in there picking from it. So yeah, look, I think Martha's not threatened in the slightest, hence her good luck. But to see her spotlight after having the time of saying she'd check it out and to not check it out, ooh, that's shade if I've ever seen it. Now, look, there's some other stories I've seen. We're gonna dabble back into the Sussexes for a little bit, but I am gonna start easing in other stories. And no, I don't really want to talk about the royals in general. It's not really something that greatly interests me. I want to talk about stuff that's interesting me. And so I'm curious what other stories out there, what other sort of non-celebrity stories would you like me to sort of dabble into? I'd love your thoughts. We're paying attention to comments. We're going to start taking some other stories out there. I'm going to see how the channels do as we go and hopefully park them in between content you're used to. But I would like to branch out from these two eventually. I'd love to only do these once a week eventually. So let me know your thoughts. You really helped me form this channel. Keep tuning in. Also, don't forget Planet. We got a lot of content daily. I didn't go anywhere. That's been there all along. So hit subscribe over there, hit subscribe here, stay tuned, hit the bell for alerts. Let's get this more active again. Let's get more content out there for you guys. I appreciate your thoughts and comments so much. Just keep them coming. And what do you think of this? Do you think that was massive shade by Martha herself? Tell me down below. Martha! Martha, why'd you say that name?